The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here we go. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's a give to Mixon. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And now they will throw it with Burrow. He finds Ross. Right side, it's complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Beautiful throw right there on 3rd down, and it looked like this was going to be 6 points. But a nice touchdown-saving tackle at the end of this. Even still, this offense is knocking on the door now with a 1st and goal at the 1.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Mixon. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
Mixon again. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out of the gun, Herbert. That's caught. It's DeAndre Carter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11 now. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for the Bengals TD. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass.
Yes.
Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. The Charger drive about to get going. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe than returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it. And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of the game, the good play.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Cheetah Bay Awuzie on the pick. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Going deep downfield for Ross. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Now the Bengals on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Forced out to his left. And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On one, ready? Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
Strong right.
They'll give it to Mixon. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Another try for Mixon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Bengals. John Ross with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Now it's Herbert. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Play action. It's Burrow. And this will complete to Will Fuller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Burrow on play action. To Mixon on the check down. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
A handoff to Mixon. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here we go.
2nd down and 3. Now Joe Mixon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run?
Here we go.
What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Big 13. 12. Stop.
First down. Here's Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Second down at 5.
Here we go. Can. Stop.
They'll run with Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Burrow. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Here we go. 180. Plays up. 11.
Hey. 4 down. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Mike 9.
11. Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
McPherson's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. The Charger drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, L.A. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
On second down, here's Mixon, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. Jamar Chase, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control.
Teams always want to send messages. I think that was quite a statement there to start the third quarter.
Yeah, less than a minute in. Already that quick, long strike. They are setting the tone for the second half. McPherson on for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. DeAndre Carter returning it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Herbert. Williams brings it in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. On 1st down, it's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
Touchdown, Chargers. DeAndre Carter, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well that they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what deep.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. Dancing to his left. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down. Running on first down, Eckler. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the 3rd. Play action. It's Herbert. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Herbert operating from the red zone. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, Mixon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Going for the deep ball. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. The Bengals on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jerry Tillery in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. On the return, Carter. He spins free. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger drive about to get going. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth-quarter hole. But still, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. To try again after the sack, Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. They find some open field here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 2nd and 5 now. Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the 4th quarter. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And they go play action now. Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. Steps away to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnose perfectly there.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this all the way inside the Cincy 20. An incredible play there on fourth down in their own territory. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard. Herbert back to the air. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. The fourth quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And, you know, they're still very much in the driver's seat, but this second half, this offense has not looked as crisp as the first half, and now with a touchdown that just happened against them, I don't know, things a little more interesting right now.
And so often in games, we talk about a defense picking up for their offense. I think in this case, this offense needs to pick up for their defense. Let them get some rest on the sidelines now, since they just gave up a score. And as you noted, they need to get that crispness back from the first half. They need a big drive here.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Back to Mixon on second down. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
Six man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Mike 9.
Now it's Burrow. And this one is incomplete.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here comes Carter. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over first and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. That one caught by Carter. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing, Herbert.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for L.A. And it'll be 2nd and 10. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. This to get it back to a one-score game. And Hopkins' kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Charles, we saw it